The eyes of the world have been glued to the city of Harran for the past 2 months, following the outbreak of a previously unknown pathogen.
It is not yet clear what has caused this gruesome affliction. The local government's Ministry of Defense erected a quarantine wall shortly after the outbreak.
The global relief effort's steady stream of supply drops has sustained what few survivors remain in the city. The Ministry of Defense believes more radical action should be taken to stem the tide of this virus.
The question is, are there still non-infected survivors in the city as the GRE maintains? And if so, will the ministry still go through with a stated plan to annihilate the city in an attempt to wipe out the Harran virus once and for all?
Whether by way of the virus or the ministry's proposed plan, one thing is certain. Harran's days are numbered.
Hello everyone, welcome to Dying Light. It has been a long time since I played this game, relatively. I played it yesterday with one of my friends, Lucikizer. Well, that's his old screen name. He's Lucifer1 at this point. But for some reason, the stream didn't like my microphone. So it decided not to broadcast myself or him. So, go back in here, delete, can I delete this? Nah. Start all over again, because I meant to do that for sake of some people might not know this game anymore. It was a big deal.
HUD activated. Commence briefing.
When she came out.
Data on the subject, Kadir Suleiman, a local political figure hired to maintain order after the outbreak. His brother Hassan died in a disease-related incident before we were able to evacuate him. Suleiman blamed the GRE for Hassan's death. He stole a highly sensitive file which became his bargaining chip against the GRE, with instructions to publicize it if anything happened to him. Data on the subject, the stolen file.
Jump in 10 seconds.
It details the incomplete process of synthesizing a cure for the virus. If implemented in its current state, the produced substance may be extremely toxic.
Now.
Also, the file contains full description of the virion structure. Any attempt to use it would result in countless lives lost. It must be recovered. Further information, current status. Suleiman sent the file to an associate unknown to us, with instructions to publicize it at his command at any time. To counter that, we instituted a citywide communication jam, preventing him from publicizing the file. Your GRE-issued radio can overcome that jamming. It is your lifeline. Do not lose it. Suleiman has since gone underground and begun using a different name. We have reason to believe he now leads one of the two main factions operating within the city. You are to find Suleiman and locate the stolen file in order to save mankind from a disaster of unprecedented proportions.
So yeah, this is a game that was relatively new. Rather recently. It's all
I told
over
you
the
that
place.
wasn't a normal drop shoot.
Break his legs, then take him to rides.
Back up! All of you!
Stop! Loud noises draw them. Fall back!
Hello and welcome
Fall
to the
back!
stream. Please let me know if you can hear me, because last time I tried to do this, there was no microphone.
Come on, we have to move.
Let's get him off the street!
Get the door open!
Tower, this is Jade. Get sickbay ready. Got a guy with a bad head wound and a bite on one arm.
Oh shit, Amir's hurt?
No, Amir is gone. But I'm bringing in someone who might still survive.
One of us?
We'll see.
And thus begins the quarantine of Jason Brody. I mean, Kyle Crane. Sorry, I'm checking something real quick because I'm still paranoid about losing my audio. I had 3 hours of footage from yesterday that cannot be used on my YouTube channel because...
You pinch him. You're scared. Not
No
scared.
audio.
Then pinch him. He blinked. What? He blinked again. What if he's a zombie? Ah! Zombie! Run!
Kids. Alright, so the very least I want to do for this is get to the point where I can multiplayer. Though it's not a necessity. Just if somebody wants to join me. They can't right now because you need to play through the prologue. Haran is a mess. Oh, someone was smoking in here. Ron is a real mess these days. I wonder if anybody's got any DVDs of these. I don't know. Hans 3 looks like a movie I might want to see just by the poster. Evil Massacre, maybe. Very much maybe. Michael Witashek production. Credits are too small to read on that one. Oh, that's right, I don't have my flashlight yet. And there's the woman who saved Crane. We keep pressing A for stupid things.
You sleep for 3 days like a dead man, then scare children? Off to a great start, 31.
Where am I?
In paradise, can't you see? Okay, enough joking around. Head to room 190. The boss will brief you.
What do you mean, 31?
Ask the boss.
That's your number.
Excuse me?
Your number. You're the 31st infected. I'm the 18th. Everything is counted here. 1 fewer doses of antizin. 1 more new infected. 1 more runner gone.
On the pragmatic side, at least his antizin will not be missed as much because his antizin goes to me and yada yada yada, as long as I'm useful. Oof. Whoop. Jump over.
Amir died because of this guy? Quiet. Oh, fuck quiet. Now he's gonna get Amir's antizin.
Like you were gonna get it? You're getting your own share. Besides, I'm the main character. I'm automatically more useful than any of you.
Hey, where's room 190?
Upstairs.
Thank you.
We're just getting picked off, one by one.
And you are?
Crane, 31.
Oh, right. How's
Oh
your
yeah,
head?
I remember this. His
My
goatee
head.
clips through his bottom lip.
Got it. Listen up. Until the
Slash
boss
shin.
says so, you are not on the list. So go talk to him ASAP and let's get things moving. Now, if you'll excuse me.
How do you feel today?
I can't even sprint. Wow.
I'm looking for the boss. Is he in there?
Oh, you're 31. Go on in.
Thank you, Zafir. I always found this to be a really, really creepy thing to sit and watch. And they happen to choose a very nice musical piece, but yeah, they do have some good tips, but they also talk about how killing an infected is technically murder because they're not dead.
Hey, I'm looking
Rahim.
for the... Are you the boss?
What, am I too young? You got the problem with my age?
No, You wanted to talk to me?
That's better. Do you remember anything? Know what you are?
Yeah, I can see this is some kind of shelter.
We call it the Tower. Brecken and his runners put it all together a couple of months ago, and we've been here ever since. Hunting airdrops, scavenging, and rescuing people.
Yeah, I wanted to thank that girl.
Good, because if not for her, you'd already be chewing somebody's knee bone. Your Anderson was totally crushed, by the way. Only thing Jade could salvage was your radio.
Oh, great. So can I get that back, please?
Actually, I think I need it more than you do.
Believe me, pal, that's not the case.
Fine. Take it. You know why runners put their lives in danger? For guys like you. So now you take the Anderson meant for someone else, and you won't even share your gear with us? I don't have time to deal with your bullshit. I've lost contact with one of our guys thanks to the fucked up radios we're stuck with. Do something for me, would you? I don't want to see you or your precious radio anymore, so go be useful somewhere else. We don't tolerate lazy assholes here in the Tower.
Hey, be fair. I'm not lazy. I'm just... Hey, boss.
Save it. That last guy I mentioned, he's only on the 13th floor, but he might as well be trapped in a mine cave-in. Come back later. And I'm not the boss. Too young, remember? I'm Rahim. Brecken's in charge here.
Hello. I doubt that's meant to be pronounced. 09.
I'm not
Wait,
lazy,
H.
you little shit.
You know this one.
So H, since you were so nice to respond, can you hear my audio?
Where do you think you're going?
The 13th floor. I'm getting some stuff for Rahim.
13? Shit. That's gonna be some dirty work. But we all got to pull our weight around here, huh?
Sweet. Last recording I did apparently did not pick up any audio, so I lost a good chunk of footage with a buddy of mine. But that's why I started over again.
Jesus. How many people died here? Crane here.
Where were you? We've been waiting for your report. It's been over 70 hours.
I lost my radio for a while. Don't worry, my cover's intact. No contact with the tower's leader yet. Unable to confirm identity. I'm taking steps to blend in.
Acknowledged. Time is of the essence, Crane. Remember that.
There's one more thing. I got bitten. I've shown no symptoms, but the people here say I'm infected.
Then you'd better get your hands on some antizin ASAP,
Help!
hadn't you?
Help! Somebody! What the hell?
Just started yourself, H? Yeah, this, a good title, comparatively. Let's see, this is I've probably got like 240 hours so far in this game total. Huh. Okay. That was just a test. Apparently the thing is really weak.
I cut my arm getting away from him. Oh, God. You had to kill him, didn't you? God damn it! That was my brother. I came down to see him and...
Easy. It's all right now. I'll get help. Hey, Rahim, this is Crane. I'm down here on 13. Listen, this guy of yours got fucked up pretty bad getting away from a zombie.
Oh, shit. 31? You went after Mark? Is it safe down there?
Yeah, well, it's safe enough now.
Okay, don't move. I'm sending Lena downstairs.
I would carry the body out of sight, but I can't. Instead, deal with what I got. Oh yeah, time to use the special sense of I know where everything is. Oh, okay. Couldn't tell by what you'd said. I gotta take care of you.
Hey, hold still. Lena will be here any minute.
Gauze. You've got to find some gauze. Oh, and alcohol. Combine them. That will stop the bleeding. Please hurry.
I try to stay calm, okay? I'll be right back.
Boop. And this is predominantly the game's mechanics. Pick up stuff, make stuff. Since crafting mechanics are kind of everywhere now. I mean, let's see. When did Dying Light come out anyway? This game's not 6 years old, is it? I don't think it is.
Okay, I think that's everything I want to find. Let's give this a shot.
Remember when crafting wasn't even a part of gaming? Guess that makes me old. Yeah, I know. I had thought you didn't have me on the blueprint page game. But thank you.
Okay, who's hurt?
He's bleeding pretty bad.
Let me see him. Gauze and alcohol, huh? Pretty primitive, but it'll work. Thanks for the help. I'll take care of him from here.
Well done, 31.
Yep.
31. Not bad for a new guy. Perhaps I misjudged you.
Yeah, I just want to help out and repay you guys for what you did for me.
Well, good.
find me, and we'll talk about how you can do that.
There we go. Tap and X the entire dialogue. People don't like me yet, but they will. I've always been a bigger fan of things like the sabers, or, truthfully, the baseball bats or the katana, because they're technically one-handed, but they swing like two-handed weapons.
All right, taken care of. Piece of cake. What else you got for me?
Well, let me think.
Rahim, you are just smart enough to be dangerous, you know that? Omar told me about your plans for the nest. Explosive charges? Really?
What? Explosives?
Oh,
I never
please.
said that.
You can't tell a convincing lie to save your life.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah? You think you can't die?
You're not my mom.
No, I'm not. Our mom's dead. So you might want to be a little nicer to me since I'm the only family you have left. Especially now that Amir is gone.
You're Jade, right?
Right.
I just wanted to thank you for what you did for me and tell you how sorry I am for your loss. I owe you and Amir my life.
Yeah, you do. You want to return the favor? Keep my dipshit brother from killing himself. No explosives, Rahim.
Yeah, I said it before and I'll say it again. Makeup's gotta be at a premium. He's using a lot.
So,
is that enough? Do I get to talk to Brecken now?
first, go change your clothes. I left some new ones for you in your room. You're in 194.
Something wrong with what I'm wearing?
You need something that fits the job Brecken wants you to do. Call me when you've changed.
But I like my clothes. Well, actually, I like my clothes. Because I have DLC clothes. But we can't wear those yet because they want us to wear specific clothing for the prologue.
Okay, Rahim, I'm ready. Where do I find Brecken?
Not so fast, 31. If you're going to earn your keep, we have to find out if you've got the skills. So get your ass up to the gym. It's on the top floor. Just a couple flights up.
Rahim, I don't see you. Where are you?
Those. Well, what are you waiting for? Get over here.
Wait. If he was just in the floor below me, and that wasn't across yet, how did he get over there? Never thought about that. Huh. Alright. Time for Red Bumper Simulator. If your right bumper is in any way laggy or flaky, don't try to play this game. Because every single bit of the parkour system runs off of it. Acrophobia. Acrophobia. Ugh. Acrophobia, the game. Whew. It is nice to be able to see the game world. That's Old Town over there. At least I would assume so. Where's that Old Town? Actually... no. Too many skyscrapers over there. That looks like the minarets of Old Town over there. Plus I see a wall. A big gated area there across the bridge. Hey, little bro.
Welcome to our gym. First things first, you've got to learn how to run.
What do you mean, learn how to run?
Just do what I say, all right? Now, jump down to the very bottom.
Nah.
Are you nuts? I'd kill myself.
I know how physics works.
Don't be a wimp.
Come on, you can't be serious.
Watch this.
Rahim!
My leg!
Jesus, don't move! I'll get help!
Ha! I was just fucking with you.
Son of a bitch!
What? You can't take a joke? Come on! Get your ass down here!
Christ on a crutch.
Ay. Oh well. Lay your arms out perpendicular to your... Perpendicular? No. Parallel your shoulders in a straight line and just fall back. And wait for death.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
It's a rush, isn't it? But don't blow your load just yet. There's more. To survive outside, you got to take advantage of the terrain. Most eaters suck at climbing, so the harder the terrain is, the better for you. I've got some typical situations set up for you. Let's see how you handle them.
Yeah, Is there heat coming off of these? They're like heat waves. It's localized to the garbage. It's supposed to be a wind effect. Supposed to be a wind effect. It looks kind of like waves on the ocean when you look at all the trash bags. Yeah, that wouldn't save you. Game mechanics. Gotta love them.
Sometimes it's better to crawl through the low, narrow passages. Eaters will have a tough time following you.
Running. I'm running over here. Tiny Tina.
Try not to slow down once you start running. Outside, if you stop, you're probably dead. Not bad. For a noob.
Oh no. My gamer pride. He called me noob. However, will I react to this horrid situation?
And don't fall, because there sure as hell ain't no net. That's my favorite. Cat grab and muscle up. You won't survive outside for 10 minutes if you can't do that. Good job. Okay, time for the real test. Get back to the crane. Make use of anything and everything while you run.
Huh. I thought I got grabbed onto that. Oh well. Do-do.
Okay, that's enough. You've got some serious natural talent, man. Either that, or you've done this before. You done this before?
Hardly. The closest I ever came to this was running track in high school.
Well, then you're a fucking prodigy. Never seen anything like it.
Yoink. And now... disease.
What's happening to me? Shit. Oh, shit.
Talk to me. What's going on?
Something went wrong. Rahim, what just happened to me?
Oh shit. I bet you're having your first seizure. Just get back over here.
Still had quite a bit of coordination. Must have been a very mild seizure. Ow. Yeah, finish your animation so I
Raheem,
can
what
talk
the
to you.
fuck was that? Does this mean I'm turning?
Most likely no. At least not yet. Seizures remind you that you're infected. You better go see Dr. Zera though. He'll check you out, probably give you a shot of antizin. Before you head out to see Zera, talk to the quartermaster. He'll gear you up so you can go outside without getting your head bitten off.
Wait. I only made one med kit. So I made a med kit, went to staunch the bleeding on the gentleman who was dying, and didn't use up my med kit? I'm mildly confused about that. But whatever. Game do what game do. Yeah. Camera hijack.
Oh, you're the new scout. Raheem radioed me about you.
Yeah, that's me. Name's Crane.
I'm not gonna bother learning your name till you've survived a few days, but here, this is for you.
Oh, a table leg.
By the way, word around the tower is you're just another deadbeat in line for food or antizin. By which I mean, the people here don't much like you. But don't blame them. It's easy to get paranoid when you're isolated. And since somebody's jamming communications to the outside, there's plenty of paranoia to go around. Whole damn city with nobody to call for help but ourselves. You bring me some supplies from the airdrops, though, and you'll see people change their tunes in a hurry. That shit's a game changer.
Thanks. I'll bear that in mind. Listen, is there anything else? I'm in a bit of a rush.
Also, if you're looking to get more popular, you can try helping folks. Do a few favors, they might like you more. Might even find a woman. Keep you warm at night.
I am appreciative of the table leg, although I don't know if you actually gave it to me or not. Give me a table leg? Yes. No. Oh, I'm disappointed. I thought you'd actually give me a table leg. You gave me a pipe. Huh.
Easy.
You bumped into me.
Going outside, yeah?
Yeah. You mind? Alright, I'll just open it myself then.
Okay, new guy. Be careful out there. We've lost too many already.
Daylight.
Okay, noob.
Oh.
We've got Dr. Zera set up in a semi-trailer on a fenced
That door will never be locked.
When you leave the tower,
ever
hang a
again.
left and head due south. You can't miss it.
I
Crane,
would do
kid.
that.
All right. Crane. Just keep moving. There's no time to take in the sights.
Actually, there's a lot of time to take in the sights.
Sound attracts those fuckers.
There's a lot of time to take in the sights, buddy. Matter of fact, one of the best times to load up on gear. The shops in the area. Maybe do a little agility farming while I'm at it. It's easy to do on these things. Because agility is really difficult to come by unless you actually go out to farm it. On this side of the tower. Side of the tower? Hold on. Where's this side of the tower? Yeah. On this side of the tower is where a lot of houses and shops are. In the opposite direction that Rahim tells you to, you can scrounge up a bit of stuff. Pardon me. I'm not going to bother fighting most of them at the moment. I'm only here for the parts. Besides, it takes a lot of hits to knock somebody out at the moment. Ouch. One of the things that's really good about this game is the sound design. I'm an audio-focused individual when it comes to survival. I listen more than I look. I admit it. It just takes way too much energy to freaking take you guys down at this point. Had my back to a more solid object there. I liked it because I could also get over the object. Now, I was getting cornered. Alright. Oh, that was useful. Okay. So I can now stun. Some parts and loot. And bodies turn into, well, they turn into what look like kilo bags of dubious material. In fact, I'm getting cigarettes from a lot of them. It's also a little bit of indicative. Anyway. Don't think there's a lot of lower level lootage. By lower level, I mean first floor loot going on here. Probably find another dumpster. Grab me a new weapon. It's early game. Best bet for easy to use and find gear, especially easy to find gear. Hey buddy, don't mind me. Matter of fact, go that way. Apparently he landed on some spikes. Oh. Ow. That, was unintentional. But I liked it. Wonder who that was supposed to be. Because the backdrop of this game is a Olympics-like event. I guess. Supposed to be some extreme sports thing. A lot of parkour runners and the like that were coming into Harran. Alright, where can I find me a dumpster? Got 2 repairs on this. Some blades. How close am I to my lacerator blueprint? Just need another blade and a plank. I'm a big fan of blade damage. This is a form of damage over time. In this game, looks similar to that shop that I was in. Not the same though. Yeah, burger. All of the eatables I am consuming are minor health regen. Not quite as strong as a med kit. Yeah, there's another blade. As soon as I get a table leg or a chair leg, make me a lacerator. There's batteries. Nothing over there. Slums, which is the starting area, is one of the better places to grab. Grab crafting material. That was a very useful room. Especially with that. Well. I will eventually run across weaponry. Ironically, I'm working my way around to Zara. Another blade. More lacerator parts. Whoa. There we go. Whoa. Don't think that's where I was jumping towards, but okie day game. I'm aware of that little tooltip. Thank you, game. Whoop. Whoop. You can even stop yourself from falling if I was close enough to that ledge. Would have worked. One of my favorite traps, as they are stupid. You'll actually walk into it. Hey, not bad. Not nice. Go this way. So go that way. Thank you. And that way. Agility up. Pardon me while I level this. Thank you. Putting zombies on spikes all the live long day. Is one of you on fire? Ah, damn it. Oh well. Once her body denatures into a package, that won't be a problem. But touching a burning corpse has a tendency to do that. Yeah, I know it hurt. Let's see. I can at least make another one. The eternal search for gauze. And halva. Just for your insta-heal. Oh. I'm lucky. Get a bunch of gauze. I prefer to have several of these on hand. Alright, time to go talk to the doc. Here we go. Yeah, I should have just waited. But, still at full health, and I have more medkits than I did before. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm about to get myself a nailed plank. Yes. Time to make a lacerator. Okay, I'm making a lacerator. Another nailed plank. Why is that not in my immediate handage? Let's see. 62. Handling's better too. Freaky. I'll keep using this pipe until it breaks. Press Y to jump.
Doctor?
Doc.
Hello? Anybody there?
Dr. Zero.
Are you there?
So I'm supposed to get a vaccine?
What? No. Suppressant. It's called Antizin. Suppresses the symptoms. Here, sit. Antizin postpones the inevitable. Best the GRE could do.
Inevitable? So there's no cure?
It's a variation of rabies. There's no cure right now, but you see, I've been running tests on both Antizin and infected tissue. A cure is possible, definitely possible.
Oh shit, you really think you can figure it out?
With Dr. Camden's help, yes, I think so. Now where did I put that injector?
Who's Dr. Camden?
A colleague trapped in Sector 0, where the outbreak first, well, broke out. We've been collaborating via radio, though we would have made more progress if the connection were better. Also, if my earlier experiments had borne fruit. I tried injecting recombined versions of the virus into chunks of meat and leaving them around the city, hoping some of the infected would eat them so I could observe and document the results.
But they didn't?
It bore no fruit. I'm ashamed that I wasted so much time on it. No reason to hold any Antizin in reserve now. In any case, all right. I'm quite busy, so on your way now. What was I doing?
Speed keeps you alive, so don't...
Rahim, Zara checked me out and gave me another shot.
Okay, great. Not out to hold you. For a while. Which is good, because I'm starting to get used to the idea of bossing you around. So, time for a real trial. Go talk to Spike. You'll find him near Zera's truck. He's got the first real job for you.
Yeah, funny enough, he's right over here. I'm leaping around in this building, actually. Survival starter kit. Learn to make stuff.
Hey, Spike? I'm Crane.
Just what I need. More unskilled labor. All right, shut up and pay attention. There are two types of airdrops. One is food, first aid supplies, survival gear, and such. The other kind is filled with Antizin. The GRE sends in a one-way video feed that lets us know when they're on the way. Look, the trouble is, the airdrops with Antizin keep getting raided by Rise's thugs. And without Antizin, we're basically screwed. Rise and his boys only operate during the day because going out after dark is a dandy way to get killed. But the next 2 Antizin drops are coming down right at sunset tonight, and Brecken means to go after them. This may be our only chance to reach the airdrop.
What's my part here?
Well, as I said, going out at night is basically suicide. Or it would be if I hadn't been setting up safe zones and traps out there for weeks now, which I have. Now, Brecken and his team will be okay tonight so long as you get out there now and arm those traps. That's your part.
All right. What are these traps and how do I arm them?
You'll see. I'll be talking you through it. Just remember, without these traps, Brecken won't survive the night. And if he doesn't come back with Antizin, we are lost. Before you head out there, grab some firecrackers. Made them myself. They make a fine distraction if you get in trouble.
Wow. Nice to know that you guys forced me to pick up the firecrackers. I mean, they are nice, and I will use them, but it's interesting to note that you forced me to pick them up. Ah, can I get another lacerator, please? I would like lacerator. I'd really like another lacerator. Yeah, buddy. Alright. You're the one that has all the repairs gone. Alright then, lacerator it is. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Actually... what about that one has a plan? Has less damage output. Yeah, rusty pipe. I get tired so friggin' quickly. Too quickly if you ask me. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I don't feel like dealing with you guys. That was a little awkward. Declan knows how to make a good zombie game.
First, the car. Open the hood, connect the battery, that'll arm the trap.
Just remember, this thing has infinite charges.
Jade here. Is anyone outside right now? Urgent help needed.
I'm outside.
You're Crane, right? Listen, our runner's trying to secure one of our safe houses for Brecken's mission. He's in a courtyard by Vefa and Mimar, surrounded by zombies. We gotta help him.
All right, I'm on it.
Do this, do that. I'm the only person outside, even though you guys supposedly have an army of runners. Just the way I'd be. I just swing because I didn't think she was dead. Oop. That's always fun. Blam. Blam. Double tap. Blam. 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 Crack. Blap. 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 Wow. I thought you'd actually go a little less distance. Blup, blup, blup. 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 Blup, blup, blup. 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 I had an ulterior motive. Wanted to get this open. Because there's gauze in here. Early game, it's all about that gauze. Probably make some lockpicks while I'm at it. Molotovs can wait. A wooden plank in here. Wooden plank? Wooden plank. Here we go. Sometimes they just die. Oh, hi. Go away. Climbing. Cute. Going this way. Pardon me. Pardon me. Coming through. Pardon me.
Okay, Jade, I'm here, along with some infected.
Watch yourself, Crane.
I'm gonna turn these into metal parts. At least for now. That's my blueprint for this. I just need another blade and I'll have a third one. Water pipe. Floor plank. Water pipe. Floor plank. Yeah, sure. I'll use the pipe instead. Whack. 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 Beautiful blade damage. Hello? I hear dead person.
Oh man, I think it's too late for this guy.
Shit.
Okay, it's done.
Do what now? Oh, plain pipe. My mind said something really, my mind went like entirely different direction with that
hurry.
spelling.
You still need to turn on the lights. That's the only way to make this place safe at night.
For those of you who don't know what that sound was, if you could hear it, I was rapidly pressing the X button.
Ah, shit.
Oop. Oop.
How's it coming? Got the lights on?
Whoop.
Almost. Just give me a second.
Whoop. There we go. Whoop. Oppa. Oppa. Oppa some more. And over here.
Crane here.
The blue means cutscene.
Okay, I met this doctor, scientist type. They've got him set up in a sort of research trailer, and he's working on a cure for the virus. His name is Zere. Hello? Do you copy?
Affirmative. Secondary objective added. Maintain your cover and secure all of his research. Acknowledge.
Your stolen file still takes top priority, though, right?
Affirmative. We find it unlikely that a single researcher working out of a trailer could produce any significant results. But if he does, we want to see it.
Jade, it's done.
Good. We'll need to prepare more places like that one. We've got more spots picked out for future safe zones. Spike will mark them on your map later. And Crane, thank you. Back to you, Spike.
Right now, you need to get back to our main task and arm the next trap. There's another car close by.
Got it. The infected are all over the street.
So what does that tell you? Keep off the street. Try to stay on the rooftops where they can't reach you.
They're all around the car, Spike.
You still have some firecrackers, don't you? Just throw some into the crowd. Those dead bastards are easily distracted.
Yeah, they're very easy to distract.
All done with the car, Spike.
Keep on like that, you just might make it. The next trap's no spot, and I shouldn't have to tell you, but don't get caught out in the open.
Don't get caught out in the open, because they'll freaking kill you. Energy bar. I am healed. Baklava. Oh gods. Yeah, that'll definitely perk me up. That'll perk me up. This way. I want a little bit more. out of my climbing. The Bethesda mechanics are strong here. A powerful adjustable wrench. Let me just turn these into that then. I forget where I got the lacerator from. I think it's like a survival pack or some DLC I bought. Oh, a little high.
Spike, these freaks are everywhere. If I need to use a trap, how do I activate it?
You can't. I told you, they're only for the night mission.
Shit. Okay.
So much better. You trying to run like in Skyrim? Because I just love blades. Kick stun is better in my opinion. Also multi-throw? Oh, specifically throwing weapons. Because I'm waiting for melee throw. Not gonna lie. Me. Gives one final hurrah when a weapon is broken. Ah, hello Gauze. Also something that you might have noticed. The daylight cycle is a little different right now. Because in the middle of the story, daylight cycle is suspended. Oh, night mod. Oh, that one was just open. Freaky. Yeah, I am aware of how that works. Night mod give me more handling and durability. So, yes please. 3 more durability and a lot faster swing speed. Actually, sir, you get spiked. So, if you really wanted to, you could walk about in the very early stages of the game and just loot to your heart's content. Although, survivor level will be rather low. Survival level runs the weapons you can carry / pick up in the world to a degree. So you'll wind up not being as strong as you probably should be. Right, rooftop over there.
Quite a contraption you got here.
3 times brighter than an ordinary street lamp. Gives the infected quite the sunburn.
I remember it's the first time I realized that when a battery in a controller is dying, it starts to lose its vibration capabilities. Was this game? Specifically from the lockpicking. When I noticed that. Sure. It's not like it's a safe zone later. But can't have me doing that stuff just yet, I guess. Normally, I'd be worried about the sound of that sound being Neo's. But I'm not. This. I don't think Neos will appear at this point in the game. For those who don't know about the different classifications of zombie, the early game zombies, these wonderful fleshy corpses, like that gentleman. These are Romero-esque zombies. I don't know. Well, they can't open doors, or is that later? I think Romero zombies were able to open doors. I might be wrong on that, though. But they're the slow, plodding, dead. Versus the Neo-Zombie, which is a fast, wolf-like entity by comparison to these sluggish corpses. Neos are attracted by loud sounds, like the breaking of that scaffold under me, or a propane tank going off, or gunfire, when guns become a thing. Even when guns are a thing in this game, I'm not a very big fan of them. Except for maybe a shotgun. The only reason I use that is for the really big boys. The armored goons or juggernauts. And sorry this is taking a little bit of time, but the game is... yeah. I died several times to this jump. The very first time I played the game, I didn't know how the hell to get up there. When I finally figured it out, that jump was difficult because I couldn't quite
okay, lights are all set.
Line it up. Excuse me. Pardon me. This one's rather easy, thankfully. Yeah, let me do this. Yep, and this is one of the cheesy ways to make sure that you can get your agility up. Just find a fence and walk along it for a second. Taking a jump every few feet. Since you're jumping from the opposite side of the fence, the game counts as a separate section. Let's see, slide or grapple? Grapple is far more useful to me. That one allows you to make real good use of things like that.
Fuck, Spike, the whole goddamn district went down. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, right here.
Not again.
Oop.
Alright, listen.
I didn't even know who was there.
Substation here. Go check it out.
But basically, when they go to attack you, that was bad timing. That was not. I didn't throw them where I wanted to.
Blackout has really put us in a tight spot. We're defenseless here, close to safe zones, and some of our...
That's what I wanted.
We need to get the gun
Bing,
going
bing,
ASAP.
bing. take and toss them around a little bit. Blueprint some medkits, because I feel like doing so. Oh, nightclub. What was that one? Ah, electricity. No, thank you. Not a big fan of fire or electricity. They tend to hurt me more than they hurt my enemies. Take it out. Sneak attack. Well, not really. Wanted to do a Skyrim run. Oh yeah, this is gonna be much easier now that I've got the lacerators. Yes. No. Okay. I might just do that though. Not a smart thing to do comparatively, but does exit drop you? I gotta throw you. Okay. Do this. Yes.
Fuck, what is this?
That is a goon. Oh boy. Over here. Swing. Right. Little bit of pain for you. I was supposed to cut his arm off. And for those who would really want a heavy weapon, this sucker does a lot of damage. But its handling is 1. Also known as, you ain't swinging that. You're just not. At least not very well. That propane tank was a little bit of insurance. Kind of surprised I had to hit it, though.
Alright, I've got the substation reset, but if the grid shorted once, you know it could happen again, right?
You leave the electrical engineering to me, okay? Just get your ass to a safe zone. You're gonna have to spend the night there.
But regarding my comment that I had earlier, Jason Brody, if nobody remembers that name, which is not that big of a deal. Jason Brody is the protagonist / main character from Far Cry 3. And my headcanon is that once Brody got off the island with all the things that he had to deal with throughout all of that, he couldn't go back to being what he was beforehand. So he got a job as a private contractor doing odd jobs for people that needed quiet help. Ah, we got a fleshy one. Nice pipe. Not nice enough. But, Brody went back to his home, but he couldn't go back to being what he was beforehand, knowing what he knew, having the experiences he experienced. And eventually he got drawn into doing basically military contracting, which is why he was hired by the GRE to go and get their file back. But he changed his name, and or had a professional name. His professional name is Kyle Crane. It's just my headcanon that this is Jason Brody in an alternate universe. But you know, I like it. I would hope so. It's my headcanon, I should like it. Most people like their own headcanons. Oop. A hole in this roof? Here. Oh goodness. Yep. Old adage, look before you leave. I did not. Silly. Bye. Yoink. Took a little bit longer than my previous run through the prologue, but that's fine. Don't have anybody to make it any faster, any easier, or sadly more enjoyable either. Just me. Whack, 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 whack. Hi. All I wanna do is open this van so I can get another free medkit. Broken and I can't do anything with it, so you're the broken one, so you do that. Who's next? The adjustable wrench? The adjustable wrench. That's after I use my next lacerator. Alrighty, now for what I really wanted to do. Get this lock. Hi there. Melee throw. Okay. Medkit. Free medkit. Melee throw. Or you want to get rid of the broken weapons, or you just really feel like throwing things, which I don't recommend unless you're using a thrown weapon. That would be Stabity. Blunt weapons will be bound off of a target, and you have a high chance of losing them. So if you've got a really nice club or hammer, don't throw it at people. Might even be a better idea to use if you're gonna melee throw all the time. Might be a good idea to just designate a weapon to do it with. I got ducked that by accident. About to make note of all the ladies around here. One guy showed up. Oh, hi. I know what you are. Not the awkward situation you want to be in. Are you dead? Okay. I'm not gonna... Honestly, I didn't expect to see that many out there. But you know what? That's how many there are? That's how many there are. Or were. Case may be. So many bodies to loot. Oh, somebody had a water pipe. Boop. Boop. I already looted this place. Yoink. Alrighty daddy. Yeah, here we go. The Global Athletics Games. Mountains of Haran. Archaeology. Legendary PUDs. PUDs? Really? Really? Okay. Looks like a Anheuser-Busch thing. Nice. But yeah, it was an athletics game that brought people here. So similar to the Olympics, I'm guessing. Track and field style stuff. And apparently free running was part of the setup.
Oh shit.
It's Dat Boy. What up?
The fuck is that? Hey Doc, this is Kyle Crane.
Crane, what can I do for you?
I just saw this freaking weird zombie. He's covered in big green blisters. It hauled ass as soon as it spotted me. You know anything about it?
Not enough information, I'm afraid. But if you see another one, do let me know, will you?
Yeah. Time for Sleepy.
Crane, you awake? Something bad happened. We need to talk.
Okay, give me a sec.
Oh, excuse me. And at this point in the game is when you can co-op. $230 volts. Alright, time to change my clothes to what I prefer. Boop. Ninja Crane. Which won't be a big deal for anybody but me. Let's see, what was this? Okay. Oh, an electric knife. Interesting. Well. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to Spike before I end the stream. Funneling practically sound until you get caught with somebody behind you. That was awkward. If I have one enemy left, I'm going to test to see what melee throw will do with the Lacerator, because it's technically a blade weapon, but not really. Alright, buddy. It sticks. Cool. I'm not overly surprised. But at the same time, I didn't think it would because it's a chair. It's basically a hunk of wood. But the blades on the end make sense. It would stick into something. Also, if I'm not mistaken, melee throw increases your damage by a bit when you do it. Let's see. Dealing massive damage. I think it's a multiplier. So even if your weapon's broken beyond repair, I think... Just checking. I think it would still do roughly the same damage as if it were fully repaired. I can craft a new item, alright. One of the reasons why I keep that plank around. Except I gotta drop something and or break something because of the way your blueprints thing work. They both exist in my inventory at the same time. Both exist in my inventory, so I can't make one. You still weird me out. The fact that you're just laying there. Yay, more lacerators. Which late game? Well, actually, no, not even late game. Late game, you're looking at damage numbers in the upper hundreds. And some of your melee weapons that are one-handed get to be like 800-900 damage. The disturbing ones, two-handers. Those suckers can get like 2,500. Oh, hi there. Yeah, that looks nasty. Excuse me if I'm not overly scared. This is not the point in the game where I'm overly frosty. Give me about an hour or two of the main story and maybe I'll be a bit more frosty. Not right now. Sorry, this annoys anybody, but one of the easiest ways I know to make sure that I get a little bit of agility before I get the drop kick, which I think... Drop kick. That's agility 4, so that's one more level. The drop kick is one of the major ways, at least for me, to get my agility up. It's connecting with it gives you 20, which is the equivalent of hopping over one of these babies twice. You know, that door will ever be open. They only lock it once. The entire game. That's right when you leave the first time.
Sometimes I feel like there's nothing out.
Let's see, some gauze lockpicks and medkits. That works.
Come here.
Hello. Hello, sir. No blades. Let me sell you this water pipe. And this pipe wrench. And all these. Oops. Press Y to sell all. There we go.
A special deal for you.
Made a touch of money. And now this becomes an even more fun little thing to do. Because, once I position myself correctly, There we go. Okie doke. Oh. Alright, well, old-fashioned way. Nobody's on fire. If I can do this. Let's see. And the real irony, you can take it back. The real irony is, if you really wanted to, you could take your broken weapon back and just keep throwing it at people. Go away. Thank you. Oop. Burger. Although, that's a 5, I think. Yep. Some of these counters were a little too tight. Jump drink. Oh, if only I had agility 4. Nope, not enough. Not enough. Let me make another one. Missing. Blades. Blades. Blades are usually difficult to come by.
The distance from Rise's men. They just as soon shoot you as look at you. Keep a lookout for the colored smoke. It means air drop.
Air drop. Nice emphasis.
You seem a little.
Keep staring at that same HTML page. At least I think that's HTML. I am not a coder, so I don't know, but that looks like an HTML readout. At least to me, and I'm uneducated in it.
First of all, you did great out there. From now on, if you need something, come see me. And to start with, here's a UV flashlight and a remote control. You run up on a volatile, give him a face full of UV, or lead him into a trap which you can trigger with that remote. You got it?
Got it.
Perfect. Now for the bad news. Despite your efforts, Brecken's mission failed.
Shit, is he okay?
He's alive. But you need to get back to the tower. Jay called all the scouts in, and that means you.
Boom. Survivor up. I rarely use boosters. Backpacker was always a big personal favorite of mine. Well then, I think that is going to do it for this stream. Thank you everyone for coming by that has been watching. I'll probably do this again in the future. This will probably be one of my solo plays, unless one of my buddies wants to drop in and say hi / play for a bit. But I will see you guys the next time. Thank you for watching.